No, but to be fair, I mean, it doesn't have to just be, if you guys say that there's something that's in our lane, that it would be, I'm down to watch it. Just like I watched RRR.
What's Is that the one with George Clooney?
Yeah, I didn't watch that garbage either.
Which one?
Oh, shut up, Sanchez.
No, look, I'm down to watch it. No, I watched the trailer, I sat down, and I
saw that, I was like, yeah.
What is it?
I watched the trailer and I was like, okay, dude, I'm down to watch it. Like, I'm down. Like, I'll fuck it. It's a Bollywood action movie.
Any Bollywood shit, I'm out.
But when I saw the running time, I went, God, this is a day. This is a fucking day movie. I was like, oh my God.
What was the running time on it?
3 hours. It was 3 hours, dude.
Yeah.
You didn't see me commenting on the chat thread?
I didn't even entertain the thing. I saw what you guys posted. I'm like, I'm good. I already watched Slumdog Millionaires.
Look at, and again, if no one else watches it, I'm gonna watch it because again, you got me on the trailer. It was a good trailer. It was a very good trailer. So I was like, yeah, but I was like 3 hours, dude. That's a day. I'm gonna have to see it, and I'm gonna have to read half the movie. That's the other part, dude. I'm like, fuck, man.
That was the only part of the movie that bothered me, was having to split between paying attention to what's happening and having to read the dialogue simultaneously.
Which is weird too, because
but they did have Spanish subtitles.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
When you read the dialogue though, and you watch their lips move, it's actually.
I think they filmed it in English.
Speak of the devil. I said they got Spanish dubbing, and then here comes Jose.
Latinx.
As if almost.
That was the weirdest thing, and so I'm wondering if you can find like the English version.
Well, a lot of people don't know this. So the Mexican movies that I wrote, they were all written in English, filmed in English, and then dubbed in Spanish. So there are English versions out there of foreign films.
Huh. Yeah, but this was written in English, spoken English, subtitled in English. So it's like, what the? All right, like
live from outer space, we've got the doggy in the house, Jose Vargas.
Hey, my host, my host the other night was talking to me. His name was Little Flipper, and Little Flipper was like, "Hey, dog, do you know a guy named Latinx?" I said, "Dude, I know that cat, man. I know that guy. He's a good guy." And Flipper was like, "Dude, he wants his autograph, dude." So Flipper said he wants an autograph from me. I'm just saying.
From me?
From Latinx himself, dude. That's what he said.
Yeah, Elon's got SpaceX. We got Latinx right there. Check that shit out.
One's a $1 billion company. The other one's very heavily in debt.
Lego, I think we just figured out what your next comic's going to be about, dude. Latinx.
I'm fucking down.
Oh shit! I'm writing this song. I'm writing this song for you guys, and then after that, I'm doing the comic, dude.
Yeah,
that's what we're doing.
A street banker who got powers.
That's fucking too good.
He ate space tamales and fucking.
Yeah, there we go. He ate a tamale of space and fucking turned into a superhero. And you're Latinx.
No, he was selling corn as a street vendor.
He got elotes. He had a powerful elote, and
it was a radioactive elote that gave us the
power. I swear to God, dude, if in the next couple months that story comes out, we're gonna be kicking ourselves and fucking not copywriting it soon.
Dude, I'm right.
Copyright.
Hey, corn's big right now in the meme community.
Havok. Are you going? We'll sit down and write it tomorrow.
It's got the juice. All right, so it looks like me and the Scots are the only one to watch this movie. This movie, it wasn't bad. It was so absurd. Like some of it was like, okay, this is cool. Okay, it's gonna have a little bit of an exaggerated action, kind of like a house, like a Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, where it's like, oh, you can't really run on top of trees, but fuck it, I'll suspend my disbelief for this. And I suspended my disbelief long enough to where it was just like, oh, wait a minute. Now they're superheroes, only they never had, there was no radioactive elotes. They didn't have any radioactive curry. Like all of a sudden, these guys are got the, maybe they had radioactive mustaches or some shit.
What was the name of the movie again?
RRR.
RRR.
No,
It's on Netflix.
no. If you go on, if you have Hulu, it's on there under Vic. What's the guy's name in the movie? Vic something. Vic. Because I looked it up under RR and I couldn't find it, but when I looked it up, it was under a different name. It's called Vic something like that. Whatever the guy's name.
Because it's on Netflix under RRR under Triple R.
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
It's the Indian Triple X. He's before Triple X.
Remember, the R comes before the X. No. Now we did it.
There's a scene where one of the protagonists, I'm going to do some spoilers here because we got to talk about it a little bit. I fucking watched that fucking movie for 3 hours, and even though you guys didn't watch it,
unreal.
I got to talk about it a little bit. So.
Go for it, dude. Talk it up.
So one of the protagonists gets his knees broken, and he's like in ground in this cage, solitary confinement, and his homie comes and breaks him out, and he gets him on a piggyback ride, and they're running through like Rambo in Vietnam with like these with these fucking single shot rifles, and they're just. It was so ridiculous, and like doing flips, and it was like, if I would have knew what the exaggeration was going to grow to, then I wouldn't have got on board with it either. But I want to say that it seemed like it was fairly cool, maybe 20 minutes into it, and then one of my kids was just like, this is like a cartoon, but for reals. And I was like, fuck, it looks like I gotta watch it.
There's so much CG and CGI stuff.
Yeah, my favorite was like the opening where you get introduced to the two characters. It's Ram and Beam, and Beam is like the village guy, and like his opening scene is him trying to trap a wolf in the jungle. But a tiger springs out and like drives off the wolf, and now he's got to trap the tiger, and it's him like getting the tiger to go into this net, but then the like ropes come loose, but he grabs the ropes, and so he's like pulling on the ropes while the tiger's like trying to swipe him, and the harder he pulls, the further the tiger is away. And it's just like this like constant like battle between.
And then the thing is though that leads into my favorite scene of the movie, because they catch the tiger and he's like, sorry, my friend. He like dopes up the tiger with like some magic powder or something like that and like knocks him out. But he apologizes and you're like, oh, they're gonna eat him. Or they're gonna, you know what I mean? Something like that. But then 3 hours later, the tiger pays off. You're like, there he is. They didn't eat him, because there's a scene where this truck breaks down this door and they spin the truck sideways and they pull off the tarp, and there's all these cages with all these deadly animals, and they just all spring out at once.
Along with Beam.
He does this like pose. He's just like, fuck yeah, right there. Right there is the action shot of the decade. Like,
you guys just sold me on that shit. I'm in, dude.
Shit.
I've
seen clips of
it, dude.
That's just like, it's so over the top.
I'm gonna find out the name of this movie I want you guys to watch, and we're talking about it here.
RRR.
If you
RRR.
Yeah, because there was only 3 of us that watched it, and we were all retarded.
If you guys like that,
the other intro was for the other, I guess, protagonist, antagonist in the movie, Ram. And he's like working for the colonial British government, so he's kind of the bad guy. And there's like a riot going on, and some guy like throws a rock and it breaks a a picture of
King
one,
George
yeah,
or something.
one of the, like,
Setting it up
King
though,
of
setting
England.
it up. They're in this jail, and there's fences all around it, and all around the jail, it's just bodies.
Crowds.
Remember
Crowds
that
and crowds.
Resident Evil, like 2 or 3,
Yeah.
where there was all that, just that one
Or
hut.
it would be
and
like
it had
being
all
in a
these
little
zombies
box
around
inside
it.
of Lollapalooza and having the whole
That's what it
crowd
was
turn
like.
on you.
And so basically they said, you know, the guy that threw the rock, he breaks the picture, and then the commander says, arrest that man, and all the guards in there are looking at him like he's crazy, but not this one friggin' Indian guy with this big fat mustache, and he just gets this stick, and he jumps over the
He
fence.
takes his hat off and he
Yeah.
sets his hat down.
And then he runs out there and just starts clunking people in the face and like throwing people off, and he works his way across and basically drags the guy back through the
And then he has
crowd
to fight back all
Yeah.
the way back.
and throws him down in there, and then comes back all beat up, like tore up, and then stands back at his post and puts his hat on with his face all puffed up, but just
So
nailed him. I was
good.
like, damn.
It's fun. It seems like that's great.
Yeah.
And then they didn't. And then they
Right.
did like some awards afterwards, and they promoted a bunch of white guys, and the guy didn't get promoted.
Yeah, instead of him.
Yeah.
Even though he went on a killing
But
spree.
But the girl in this, there's the evil bitch white colonial hooker from
Yeah,
whatever. It's
Hooker.
It's
You say hooker? Who
it's
said
Alice
hooker?
Moody from Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
Yeah, the hot German
Elsa.
doctor.
Yeah.
She's in this movie, but she's not so hot anymore.
Oh man, I got excited
Yeah.
and you just said nah, no, man.
She's the aged hooker.
Yeah.
She's the experienced hooker.
I mean, she
Fine
does a
with
good
wine.
job in the role, but
Oh, dude, she's like
But
she's a
Honestly, fuzzy.
Uh,
This is a fuzzy movie. If ever there was a fuzzy movie,
yeah.
this is a fuzzy movie.
I'm down. Like
1 hour later.
All right,
Let's do
Fuzzy, you ready?
I'm ready.
RRR, Fuzzy. I'm gonna
All right,
pull the
dude.
string to the talking fuzzy doll.
All right, let me
Get it
start
ready.
off before I get into it. You guys were right, and fuck you for making me like an Indian movie because I like this shit. Dude. Like I really did like it, but dog, dude,
3 hours, bro.
fuck that. I was fine with that. Like I was even fine with that. Like I was good with that. You didn't tell me I was watching the modern Tarzan movie. Okay, because that's what it was. It was Tarzan in the because he was they literally say he's the king of the jungle, dude. You know what I'm saying? I was telling my wife I could not stop dying laughing how the movie started because it's like, you know, they take the girl and they throw the shillings at her, you know, and he's fucking running. And the line that was, and again, the setups in it were great about the bullet, you know, the fucking Englishman, you know, he over here built this bullet. We're not wasting it on her. He takes it, he fucking bashes her upside the head, you know what I mean? And then we cut to the fucking super duper cop. Again, 30 minutes of it is just introducing those two characters. And he's running through that crowd, and they're pulling him every which way. He's beating the shit out of everybody, and then drags the guy back, does a backflip, and goes into the stance again. I was like, God, and then the title goes. I was like, that was just the beginning? Like, I thought the movie was going, dude. Like, what the fuck? Okay, so there's that part that was like, what the fuck? And the jailbreak.
When he's on the shoulders, oh, it's so ridiculous, dude.
Christ,
It was
dude.
so-
I was, you know, when I laughed, when I started coughing
you were
really hard.
laughing on that one.
That shit
when I
made
was-
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon tree running scenes look like real shit. Like
the shit that got me, dude, is as he's going around and he's got the guns and he's shooting people, right? He doesn't reload it once. But then out of nowhere, he realizes, oh shit, I gotta, do the whole cock every time I fire. So he puts the gun down, and the guy while he's holding him fucking does it for him. Dude, I loved it. I did. I loved it, dude. I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. Like it was almost perfect. And then the other part that killed me, that was like I could not stop dying laughing. I don't know if you guys noticed it. He couldn't lip sync. Like he could not lip sync to the songs. He was at the last part when they're doing the fucking, when everything's good and shit, and then everything's good. His mouth never moves. He's just doing the dance, and the words are going. I'm like, is people singing? Who's singing and shit like that? But yeah, loved it, dude. Loved it. Is the X-Men one like this?
It's more superhero-y and more of like a romance. It's more like it's a superhero romance kind of thing. Because there's a huge setup for it. This is like the first of like 3 that are supposed to come
This
out.
RRR to me is like Hercules and Xena in India.
Yeah.
Dude, when the animals are flying out with him. Like,
dude, that's my favorite scene where they take the truck and the truck does this like slide thing and then all of a sudden all the animals jump out. I was like, yes!
The part that got me, that part is they're showing the tiger, right? He's like, rah, he's chewing on that fucker's neck, right? And then they got the lion and all this shit. And then the reindeer comes along and fucking starts running. And the reindeer sounds like a goddamn cheetah. So, rah, I was like, what? Reindeers sound like that? And fucking stabbed that one dude and he's right in his arm. He's just fucking punching him and shit. I was dying, dude. I was like, I love this. And then, like, when it got to the midway point when he gets in there, right? I'm like, this is 3 hours long. He's about to save the girl. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, what? I go, the rest of this movie better not be dancing and singing because I'm going to turn it off. And then it's like, you know, the way he's like, he's holding them there and shit. Like, some of the fights, I was just crying. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me, dude. They're beating the fuck out of each other. And he's still, it was like, and then everybody, all the English, they hate white people there because they fucking, they painted them to be the biggest assholes of them all. And so much so that I wanted the wife to die. I was screaming. I was like, kill that bitch. Kill that bitch, dude. And when she dies and she's just laying there like that, I was like, yes, dude, fuck that bitch. Dude, that bitch deserves to die. But the part that got me, like, again, there's just these little things in there where I was like, the director was not paying attention. So, like, they throw when they're whipping him. And she's like, he's not blading enough. Use my whip. And, you know, she throws the one with all the spikes and shit, right?
Out of 9 tails. You're like, oh my God.
Dude, he fucking whips him, right? And it gets him. But you know when you watch people use a whip, they kind of do this with the whip. He does that with the spikes and doesn't even react. He literally does this and that's like his hands are running across the spikes.
Dude, the dude just took on a whole.
Is this where you choose to suspend your belief?
The part I suspended my belief from go. Like as soon as he took the fucking thing.
The rescuing of the little boy.
When he with the tiger, he's fucking running from the wolf. But you know what, dude? The one thing I was giving him credit to a lot, there were so many good shots, like really good. Like I was like, oh, that's pretty dope. Like when he finally becomes, I don't know what they call it, the god or whatever, with the bow and arrow. When fire becomes that guy, right? And there's that scene where he fucking lays a napalm bomb with just one arrow and it lights up the whole fucking, would that happen? No, but I don't care. I was with it. I was running with it. And he napalmed the whole fucking thing and he's hiding in the fire and he fired off one arrow as it goes through and the wind like opens it up just enough so you can see him, like fire the arrow. And the arrow through the tree. When it goes into the tree and the guy's hiding behind it and he fucking like almost hits him and is stuck right there and then the guy he runs up and kicks the arrow through the tree and it gets stuck in his fucking head. I was cheering the whole fucking movie. I was like, you know what, dude? Fuck them for making me like this goddamn movie, dude. Fuck you guys, dude. I hate you guys for that, dude. It's good. It's good.
Two new ones.
I'm not. Please don't make me do a lot more.
Well, you gotta start with Brahmastra. You'll love it. It's great.
I will do it. I will do it. It's an X-Men style one. I'm down. Let's do it. But
there it is. It popped up on my thing right away.
If there's any that bromance was right there. I love everyone in this chat. I will never give you guys a piggyback like that. I swear to God, dude. I'm telling you, never. As much as I love you, Havok, if you hurt yourself, I'm dragging you.
Would you let Havok give you a piggyback like that?
Oh yeah, Havok can carry me on his back all day. He's got a sturdy back. He's made for carrying. So
Is it on Hulu? Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. I was surprisingly. impressed by that movie. Like you guys were right. I couldn't believe how much I liked it. Like I've been talking about it all day to everybody.
Dude, I've already seen it twice. I'm waiting to see it a third time.
I don't know how you can top that. Like it was legit. Like it was so much. It was fun. It had everything in it. You know what I mean? It had all the moving parts you need in a movie, and even the super silly parts, like the way they met. Like he's across the river and they do the whole swing thing.
They do like their little like, and then they have the whole plan.
The way he swings and he grabs the flag and it's like that one, and he drops it in the water and wraps himself up and it goes in the fire. It's like, come the fuck on, dude. And I just love that the one dude's always on a horse and he was always on a motorcycle and they're fucking going, after the fucking man. I love that shit. Like, I love it, dude.
If you go back to the archives of the time that we watched it and we gave our review of that show, or live stream of it, somebody wrote like a huge. Let me find it. It's like, dude, somebody went in there trying to educate us on that fucking movie ridiculously.
But it's not a true story, right? Because if that's a true story,
apparently the characters are real.
The history behind it. It's during like the time where the Indian they revolted against England to take their country back. So it's like it's got like a little bit of like sort of based in history type situation. It's during that.
It's like Inglorious Bastards.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's what I thought it was like that. But when Nate was saying like someone was educated, I'm like, what? That shit was real? There was really a guy who could fly through the air like that? 'Cause fuck, dude, we need to learn. We need to get that guy over here, dude, like that. But with the tiger, dude, when he's got the net and he's fucking pulling it. And it's scratching him, but he ain't moving. Loved it, dude. Loved it.
Where is it? When did
I'm trying to find another one because another one popped up for me besides
well, look,
the next one I'm watching is called Vikram, and that's a that's more of like a
mobster,
like a mobster, an Indian mobster type movie. But it's it's another. But yeah, there's that one, and then another one popped up for me, and it's like a kidnapping like story. It's kind of like the dude has to protect the mom and the daughter from some gangster kidnapper ex something or other. So it's kind of like one of those types of like action thrillers, but it's also. They keep popping up every now and then on either on my feed or like, you like this, so you're gonna like this. And I'm like, I probably will.
Well, I was expecting more music in it, so I was even happy about that there was as little as there was in there. You know what I mean? There's like 3 or 4 numbers, like that's it, and they aren't even like you don't get the big Bollywood thing till the end. You know what I mean? That's when you get that big Bollywood, and that's perfect for me. You know what I mean? Because by then you've already done everything. You already went through the adventure. So that was the other thing I was worried about. Like I said, like when it got to the middle, I was like, are they going to sing and dance for the rest of this thing? So that's it. I'm turning it off. Like I was going to tap out, but then it just kept getting better and better. And even the sharpshooters, load, reload, aim, shoot. And when the dad got shot, I kept thinking he got shot in the head. I had to rewind it 3 times. I was like, how's he still talking? He got shot in the head. And I was like, oh, it's his back. All right, we're good.
Oh, crap. Let me show you guys this. This is kind of good that we're talking about this. Let's see.
Did you like it, Isaac?
I have yet to watch it.
Dude, watch it. This is coming from Fuzzy, dude. Like I'm telling you, I thought it was fucking. You won't stop laughing. I'll tell you that much.
This is from the original RRR broadcast. Okay, typical entitled racist Americans. Doesn't even matter where you are from. Once you become American, you become assholes. Radioactive curry, dumbasses. Use your brains. If humans are exposed to radioactivity, they will die. Idiots. The 2 characters don't need any super serum. It's the power that makes them go. Dimwit, the building is not a jail. It's a police station. Gumbos, the movie's about patriotism, friendship, perseverance, emotional conflicts. freedom struggle against oppression. Well, you racists won't obviously understand it. When you go gun down black people in daylight, do drugs half your life, go on shooting spree in the schools, more than 300 shooting in half a year. Way to go,
drugs all my
dumbasses.
life.
Instead of fun of other races, go finish your high school.
Wow.
Well, I'm a high school graduate.
You don't need to defend yourself against this guy's talking out of his left butt.
Ulo. Yes.
But
Goodness.
which one of us said radioactive curry?
I think he's making a reference to Captain America and the Hulk.
Yeah, I think he means about like eating our food or something. I don't know.
No.
I'm pretty
No, I
sure
think
one of us was talking about where did the powers. I think it was me. I'm like, dude, where did their powers come from? Like,
Right.
it starts off they're kind of strong.
You know,
and then they're like superheroes.
he's talking trash on American superheroes, particularly Captain America and the Hulk. That radiation should kill them, and not the serum is not going to make them strong. These guys do it by willpower, which to be fair, I guess that's kind of accurate, but I think you're missing the point. We actually like the film,
this movie,
and you're the racist.
right?
I mean, I said it in the beginning. The people I hated in this movie were the white people. Dude, they were dicks. Like, I would kill them all. Fuck them, dude. Like, fuck them all. I'd kill them all. Shit, kill that wife. She's a little bitch, dude. I was cheering when she died. Fuck yeah, kill that bitch. But that proves like that. And that when you watch like foreign movies, to me are hit or miss. They're always hit or miss. You know what I mean? Because again, they're done differently, and I get that. But every once in a while, like this, you get one where it's like, oh shit, this is it's different. You know what I mean? It's got a different feel to it. It felt like Tarzan in the beginning, then it became The Departed. You know what I mean? And then fucking all of a sudden it goes back to like bromance. You know, when he's right before
I'm
it breaks
still
him out.
stuck on radioactive curry.
and they're knocking at each other. You know what I mean? To try to get each other to find, like I'm gonna go save him because you are his wife or his fiance, and I'm gonna bring him back. You know, dude, it's awesome. It was so much fun. Like, it was a fun movie, dude. Yeah.
It's basically like, if for us, if you took Inglourious Bastards and combined it with The Patriot, you'd get this movie but you have to add dancing. So it's
dude, that shit's pimp, dude. I'm gonna be doing that every club we go to.
Yeah. Yeah, look, I said several times that so far this year, 2022, this is my favorite film by a long shot. So
I wouldn't go that far.
Comment I was looking for.
I wouldn't go that far, but I am gonna put it in my top 10, definitely my top 20, like easily. Like that was outside of the box, and I like that.
You will love this movie more if you deeply analyze every metaphoric reference of this movie, because SS Rajamouli shows a movie with less cool dialogue in its movies. The imaginary talks more than dialogue. I've analyzed some deep meanings, and look at this. Okay, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but there's that paragraph. And then he's put in trailers in there, and then it goes on. You can check out this movie. Fun fact.
Well, we saw it.
Fun fact: RRR's real full form is Rise, Roar, Revolt.
That's what it means.
Cameo.
Yeah, it's at the beginning. It says that it'll say fire, and then it's like rise. Yeah.
Well, I got the fire part. Like I was dying at that part. Tomorrow, fire knights. They're gonna fight. That's awesome. They're gonna.
Because the rise it's him like rising up to the ranks. It's the roar is because he's the lion of the jungle, and then revolt is them breaking away.
Go back to the breakdown of each dance scene. I was reading that.
I didn't even put the subtitles on to hear what they said until he started getting crucified and he was singing the song about Jesus or whatever the fuck, the people rising up. And I was like, oh, this must be meaningful. And I turned it on and I was like, oh, it's all right.
No, if it's a good movie, we weren't slamming it. It's just,
It's different. I like
It's a
it.
good movie, yeah.
No, it's good. It's good. It's a good movie. I think we said we liked it. I like that movie. I would